Assalamu alaikum. My name is Abdullah Ajmal and today I will be explaining our circuit of BCD to accessory converter using multiplexer or mux. So basically what a multiplexer, I will explain what a basic multiplexer or mux is. Short form is used mux for multiplexer circuit. So basically, like in decoders, we have studied that a decoder converts one form of codes into other form, so it has many outputs. On the contrary, uh, multiplexer is a circuit that has many inputs, but on the base of its selector inputs, it gives us output, which is only a single output. As you can see in the diagram that is presented on the screen, the output is single, and there are many inputs. So I will explain my circuit. First of all, I will explain on the basis of this truth table. So I will zoom on to the truth table part. In the truth table part, this is the BCD input. It stands for binary coded decimal. BCD stands for binary coded decimal, and XS3 is a type of code in which the BCD numbers are converted. So basically, BCD is the binary representation of the number, and the XS3 is the code form in which 11, which is a binary digit for 3, is added to every BCD number. So for example, for 0 we have 0000 for our BCD input, and in XS3 we have 0011 for our number in XS3, the same number 0. So similarly, all other numbers are converted into XS3 by adding 11 to it, which is a binary representation of 3. So we will now divide this whole table in blocks of 2 rows to easily break down the circuit implementation. So we have divided here first 2 rows, and then second, and then so on, and then we will make suitable combination. As we can see in the XS3 table, the W is in both rows 0, so we'll take W0. We'll take X 0 and 1, as D is also 0 and 1, so we'll take it as D. Similarly, Y is 1 and 0, that is inverse of Z, so we'll take Z naught. Similarly, Z is also inverse of D, so we'll take D naught. Similarly, we have converted all other inputs of this table into suitable combination, and then we have applied this combination to our circuit. So here we can see A, B, C and D. These are our input selectors on which we will give our BCD input. This is our output, which is displayed by logic probes W, X, Y and Z, and these are continuous low and continuous high. So in the circuit, as we have seen in the truth table, that we have to keep W or where X or Y as 0 or 1. So we have created these continuous high or continuous low inputs. Now we will come towards my component mode. I have selected logic probe, big one, to display our output. I have selected logic toggle, which is used to give input and the continuous high and continuous low. Not gate is used, as from the truth table we can see completely in our circuit, wherever Z comes, it is always the inverse of D. So we have taken D as inverse of D, inverse of D. So now I will run my circuit. So as we can see, I will now make my truth table a little more bit clear. So as we can see, 1000, which is representation for 8, representation of 8, we have seen that we have 1011 as our output, which is also clear in our XS3 part, 1011. So now we will explain the other numbers. As we have explained the first number, now we'll explain other numbers by converting their BCD into XS3. So as we can see, here we have 100, which is representation for 4, and we have its BCD XS3 equivalent, which is 111. So let us change the number again. Let us have 1. So its BCD number should be 100. So as we can see, the output is 100, which is equivalent to the table 100. Similarly, if we change it to 3, now it should be 110. So we can see it is 110 in our XS3 column. So now we will change it to we say 7. So it should be 1010. So now we come here to 7. it is 1010. So from our truth level and from our circuit implementation, it is clear that our BCD to XS3 mux based converter is working. So the main part of this is this, which is 74151, which is our basic 8 to 1 mux or multiplexer circuit, which is the basic operator that performs all the operations on this BCD to XS3 converter. So that's all from my side. Thank you for watching my video.